WDTN, the station that's working for you. This is 2 News Now.
And good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us for 2 News Now. I'm Kelly King, along with my co-host, Kayla Ferris. We are holding down the fort this morning.
We sure are.
For Alexis Bellamy, who is out today. But we are just trucking right along today, Kayla.
Absolutely. Good morning, Kelly. It's good to be with you after sitting next to you for 4 hours this morning. 30 more minutes is always a good thing.
We'll do it all again. And, you know, we have a packed day for actually the first week of January, first full week of January.
Yes.
Obviously, news never sleeps, and it's a busy
And neither
day.
do we.
Following some breaking news this morning, a man who allegedly broke windows at Vice President J.D. Vance's home in Cincinnati is now in custody at this hour. Cincinnati police tell us they were first called just after midnight to the vice president's Cincinnati home. The Secret Service claims the man broke a window with a hammer, was trying to get inside. He also allegedly vandalized a Secret Service vehicle when the Secret Service responded. We will continue to update you as we learn more. 2 News reporter Evan Bales is live there on the scene, and he is working to learn some new information. Mm-hmm. And with that, we will begin our top 5 stories of the day. A historic church in Maria Stein, destroyed by a fire last year, recently also hit by strong winds, is now going to be demolished. Construction crews arrived Friday morning to begin that teardown at St. John the Baptist Catholic Church. More equipment is on the way for the bell tower. A large pile of bricks from that church will be saved to create a memorial. Obviously, a very devastating fire for that church community, for all of the parishioners that go there. We did talk with parishioners, and they say that they hope the church will be rebuilt.
Yeah, absolutely. And in other news, a swearing-in ceremony for Mayor-elect Shanice Turner-Sloss and the City Commission is tonight at 6 o'clock at the Salvation Army Kroc Center in Dayton. Doors open at 5:30, and if you want to attend, you do not have to RSVP.
We have a sad update for you this morning. You may remember a house fire in Springfield last month. A second child has now died. That follows the death of an 8-year-old boy from that same fire. That fire broke out on December 15th on Broadway Street. The mother and 2 other children made it out before first responders even got there. Springfield's fire chief says their mom did everything they could to save her children. The family has decided to donate the organs of both children who died in an effort to try and help save others.
And dozens gathered over the weekend to honor Northridge High School's band director who died unexpectedly. A vigil was held at the high school where people shared memories of working and having class with Jacob Lorkovic. The superintendent says Jacob was deeply loved for his passion for teaching and music, his leadership, and his genuine heart. Today, counselors will be available for students and staff.
Yeah, and that community in mourning, obviously grieving there. He meant a lot to that community. We're also following a story of 2 men who were wanted by Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, including one of them for homicide. They're both in custody after police chased a vehicle. That happened around 1 Sunday morning on I-75. Franklin police started chasing that vehicle. It was a black Dodge Charger, which was alleged to be part of multiple car thefts in Warren County. Police eventually caught up to the car and stopped it. Both the driver and the passenger were arrested. We are waiting to see what charges they could possibly face.
Yeah, we have some doom and gloom in our top 5 stories this morning, but hopefully we will have a little bit of better energy when it comes to this weather forecast, Cameron.
Yeah, it's going to be a great one here as we go through the daytime. Lots of sunshine out there right now, but we are going to be seeing clouds really add on here as we go into the afternoon and into the evening hours. You can see a little bit of cloud cover out there right now, partly cloudy. We started the day off with lots of sunshine. Now seeing a few clouds push on through, but outside we're not going to be seeing any rain here as we go through the daytime. Not going to be seeing snow. That's because temperatures are going to be well above what we're used to this time of year as we see those temperatures getting into the upper 40s here today. Looking at the winter weather threat, obviously with those temperatures into the mid 40s, not going to be seeing any snow here. We're going to have dry weather. We're going to have sunny conditions, and it's not going to be as chilly as what we've seen over the past couple of days. Going through the daytime, up to about 40 by the noon hour, 46 as we head into 5 p.m. We are going to see those clouds adding on as we go late in the daytime, and we are going to eventually see some chances of rain here as we get into the daytime tomorrow. But as we track the chances of rain, you can see that it's not on live Doppler 2 HD right now. We have a low pressure all the way out to the west. That is going to be forming and moving eastward. We are tracking that and some windy conditions and a chance of rain with temperatures potentially breaking a record by the end of the week. Coming up on the complete Storm Team 2 forecast.
Cameron, we're kicking off this full first week of January. Kind of warm, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We broke a record about a week or so ago with temperatures up to about 66 on one day. And we're going to potentially see that here where we are forecasted up to about 60 to 62 and the record 61.
All right.
I'm not complaining.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining either. That sunshine, warmer temperatures, bring it on. Bring on spring.
Absolutely. All right, Cameron, we'll check back with you in a little bit. In the meantime, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski will not return next season despite a pair of AFC North wins to close out the season. Stefanski made the playoffs twice in his first 4 seasons, but combined for only 8 wins over the past 2 campaigns, leading to his firing. Right now, Browns general manager Andrew Berry remains with his team and is expected to begin the head coach search. There's some changes of some coaches happening on the college and on the NFL side.
It will be interesting to see who they get for the next head coach and if they can make a difference. Those poor Brownies have been struggling.
Hopefully. I'm sure everybody's hoping for a change.
Yeah. Also, a gallery in Springboro at the Performing Arts Center, it will have some new additions throughout this month. Since retiring in 2023, lifelong artist Frank Trick has been focusing on his work, and he's been using a liquid pouring technique to make bold, beautiful, and colorful art. You can see some of it right there. Yeah. He's also been featured in both solo and group exhibitions before. Trick is showcasing right now 25 pieces of art along with a variety of jewelry at the Art Center and is astounded by all of the love he's received. You can go see that now on display. You can see some of his artwork as well as some of his jewelry and creations through the end of the month. It is beautiful to see all what he created.
Yeah, very cool. Art is something that art and singing, I feel like are 2 things I always wish I could do, and I cannot really do either one.
I absolutely cannot sing.
Yeah.
We all know that.
So this is like very impressive to me because I wish I could draw and paint and stuff. Great job. All right, turning and shifting gears now to everyone's favorite part of the morning, the React to That question, where you are able to get involved in the conversation. And we want to know, how do you beat the New Year's blues? So I was a little confused about this question because I'm like, what are the New Year's blues? And Miss Kelly King explained it to me very quickly this morning.
Let me explain what the New Year's blues is. It's when, you have all the holidays and, it's so fun and you have the Christmas spirit and the holiday magic. You have all that time off work and get to relax and spend time with family or friends. And then you come back to work. And you get back into a routine.
Right. I feel like it was more obvious probably like when you're in school and then you have to come back from winter break. That was some holiday blues. Yeah. I think this year I'm thinking about a positive mindset and looking at the new year as a chance for new opportunities and growth. What about you?
Okay, I'm just trying to get through the day, to be honest.
Okay. We love honesty.
I have been off since Christmas Eve, which is a long stretch for me. I'm not usually off that long. So today's a struggle. Today is hard to get back into the routine of everything. I haven't slept.
That's honest, Kelly. That's very honest.
It is very
honest.
Like,
you can beat the New Year's blues if you never left work, I guess.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. We want to hear from you. You can scan that QR code on your screen, which will let you get in on the conversation.
Also, people in Piqua can expect traffic issues due to a construction project that begins today. CenterPoint Energy will modernize its natural gas mains and service lines in the area depicted that you see on the map right there. Traffic will be maintained throughout the project, though drivers might experience delays around those streets. Drivers are urged to avoid affected areas or use caution if you do have to drive around there. People and businesses on the affected streets may have short-term street parking impacts. So just heads up, watch out in that area.
All right, and we have a little bit more traffic news for you. Part of West 3rd Street in Dayton will see some safety improvements starting in 2027. The area from Abbey Avenue to James H. McGee Boulevard was identified because of speeding and reckless driving. The city is going to work with ODOT to add raised crosswalks, curb bump outs, and raised medians. Dayton city engineer says one of the main goals is to make the community safer, of course. Construction is expected to start in the fall of 2027, and people are encouraged to submit feedback to the city of Dayton or to ODOT. So if you have suggestions, you are able to submit that now.
All right, Dayton and ODOT want to hear from you. Also, licensed pharmacists may soon be able to prescribe some medications if a bill introduced in the Ohio House passes. The Pharmacist Prescribing Authority Act would let pharmacists issue treatments for minor health conditions like the flu or COVID. The program would be managed by healthcare providers within 40 miles of the pharmacy. The bill's sponsors say this would help patients save time and money, and especially help rural Ohioans who may not have access to health care. This could be a game changer for a lot of people, actually.
Yeah, this could help the people in our newsroom right now. We've got some sickness and illness floating around this newsroom. So this could help a lot of people in real time.
Actually, during the holidays, so many people got sick. And then now we're seeing the trickle-down effects still linger into January. So.
Right. Well, we hope you're at home safe and healthy.
All right, still much more ahead here on 2 News Now coming up, but we're looking into state flu numbers and winter weather migraines. Yep, it's a thing. We'll explain what it is. That's all coming up, plus your answers to your React to That question.
2 News Now, brought to you by Universal Windows Direct.
Hi, I'm Dan, the owner of Universal Windows Direct of Dayton. This is Bowie. He's been sniffing out the coolest winter deals for you. For a limited time, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Get $250 off for patio doors and entry doors, $1,500 off for roofing, and $2,000 off for siding. Plus this week, 24 months interest-free financing for all products. Keep the cold out and the savings in. Give us a call now.
Universal Windows Direct.
Alrighty, welcome back to 2 News Now. You know what time it is. It's the countdown to the 2026 Winter Olympics. So the opening ceremony is a month and 1 day away. This is crazy. I remember when we were like 3 months out.
Yep.
We are officially in crunch time. Next year's games are known as Milano Cortina 2026, and will take place in northern Italy from February 6th to February 22nd. And the Paralympics are up next from March 6th to March 15th, featuring events in Milan and the mountain resort of Cortina. And when it comes, don't forget you can watch the games right here on WDTN.
Kayla, do you have a favorite Olympic sport?
No, but well, actually, that's not true. It's in the Summer Olympics. I really like gymnastics.
That's always fun.
Everybody likes gymnastics.
In the Winter Olympics, though, I love figure skating.
That's a good one. Okay, that's mine. I'm taking that.
Figure
from
skating?
You. Yeah,
all right.
I do like figure skating. That's something else I always wish I could do.
All right.
I wish I was an Olympian.
Figure skating, hands down. All right, let's take a look here. 'Tis the season, unfortunately, for sickness. A lot of people getting sick this time of year, and the Ohio Department of Health has released new data on flu-related hospitalizations. At the end of last week, there were more than 1,400 flu-related hospitalizations throughout the state, and that is an increase of 745 cases from the week before. But that's not the only thing. COVID-19 related hospitalizations also on the rise with more than 600 cases, along with RSV affecting a lot of people with more than 230 cases. Now, despite that surge, it might sound like a lot, the peak infected count has not yet been documented. So Wash those hands. Stay healthy out there, people.
Absolutely, yeah. Do what you can. And also, it's not just the typical sickness and illness that you think comes from winter weather. It can also cause pretty bad migraines. And this season, experts with Cleveland Clinic are sharing tips on how you can avoid them. They say the changes in the atmosphere can impact your sinuses and potentially cause migraines. And to combat this, they say that those who are especially sensitive to the cold should just stay inside. But if you have to go outside, make sure that you bundle up head to toe, especially around your head and your neck. Make sure you're wearing a hat and scarves during extreme winter weather. It's also critical to make sure that you have consistent exercise and a steady sleep routine so that excess stress doesn't trigger those migraines. But Cameron, we don't have to really worry about that too much this week, do we, with the extreme cold?
Well, maybe the sleep schedule part, but
Right.
not the weather part. We are going to have very warm weather, so that shouldn't play an impact here as we go into the next week. But we are going to be, obviously, it's not going to stay around for the entire January because that's not going to happen here in Ohio. Yeah, we're not that lucky. We're not Florida.
It is Ohio weather.
Yeah, we're not Florida.
It is Ohio.
We have snow, but we don't have hurricanes. That's what we tell ourselves.
Or alligators.
Or,
It's the
or
trade-off.
alligators. And the humidity. But outside right now, beautiful day to get outside, maybe go on a hike here this morning, midday as well. We're gonna have lots of sunshine as we head into the midday. But going late in the afternoon, those clouds will start to add on. So we are going to become cloudy into the nighttime, and then we'll see the chance of rain here as we go into your Tuesday. But outside right now, beautiful. Temps right now in the lower 40s, I should say. 42 degrees. Those winds southwest at 16 miles per hour. So it is a bit breezy here today, but we are going to see those winds gusting up to about 30 miles per hour into your Tuesday as a low pressure moves on through. Temps around the area, 45 in Fairborn, 42 in Dayton, 37 up north in Wapakoneta, and 39 in Union City. Dog walking forecast. We're going to have those clouds into the afternoon hours. Temperatures up to about 47 degrees here today. We will have a good amount of sunshine through, and already have had some lots of sunshine here into the morning hours, but we'll continue to see that for the next couple of hours as well. Wind speeds here today, about 10 to 20 in some parts of the Miami Valley here in Dayton, right around 15 miles per hour. So a bit breezy here today. Those temperatures well above normal. Our high about 10 degrees above what we're used to this time of year. And our low is right around normal as we go into the nighttime. So 10 degrees above normal for our high here today. We do have some clouds pushing on in. You can see there's a lot of clouds just off to the west as well. We are going to see those push into the nighttime as we track a system. Zooming out, low pressure up to the north, and there's a low pressure all the way off to the west as well. You can see all those clouds in the middle of America as a low pressure is developing there, and we are going to see the chance of rain as a result. So going through the day, we are going to see those clouds add on late into the afternoon hours. And as we get into the nighttime, cloudy skies will persist into the morning hours. We should be staying dry, but into the afternoon, we have a chance of a few light showers. Not going to be seeing anything heavy as we go into the nighttime. 47 degrees high today, breezy and warmer, partly sunny skies. Winds in some areas up to 20 miles per hour. 38 tonight. It is going to be a warm one for the overnight hours. We'll have 52 for the high tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit warmer. Could see some light showers through the next 7 days. Going to get windy heading into the weekend. Potentially could break a record on Friday. 60 degrees to high. We are going to have rain through the daytime and temperatures falling back to normal by Sunday.
I'm just looking at that 52, 50, 57, 60. I'm happy.
Yeah,
not
the bad
too
news.
bad.
The bad news though, on the 60-degree day, we're going to have rain through most of the day though.
Oh, so stay
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah, probably not
Yeah.
the best to get out.
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
a good
it's
day
okay.
to read a book, watch a movie,
Absolutely.
bed rot.
Right. Get away from some of that New Year's blues we were talking about, right?
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, thanks, Cameron. And speaking of that illness that we were speaking about earlier, the measles cases have reached the highest level in the U.S. in more than 30 years. According to the CDC, as of last week, more than 2,000 confirmed measles cases were reported in the U.S. And this week's numbers have not been released yet, but the last time the case count reached this level was back in 1992.
Wow.
Yeah, 11% of measles patients this year have been hospitalized, and health officials continue to say that vaccination is the most effective way to prevent getting the measles.
All right. Also, for the first time, Ohio will have one statewide cutoff for kindergarten enrollment. Under the new law, children must now be 5 years old by the first day of school to enroll in kindergarten. State legislators predict the change will lead to 5,000 fewer kindergartners statewide next school year. Supporters say this new law brings clarity to parents, but they also recognize the financial burden for families who will need to pay for an additional year of childcare. My mom did hold me back till I turned 5. She said I wasn't ready. My parents said I wasn't ready. I wasn't very social. I was quiet. I'm an only child, so I was quiet.
To hear that about
I know.
You.
Everybody's surprised
Honestly.
to hear that about me.
Yeah, I was the opposite. My parents shipped me off too early. So, I mean, not too early, but my mom just says she was ready for me
She
to
was
go.
ready for you to get out of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to school.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure a lot of people are heading back to school today, and I'm sure their parents are happy about that.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of school and students, we have new video that shows students on an Ohio school bus actually step in and help save their bus driver as she was struggling to breathe. You can watch this video right here. This third grader who's sitting behind her notices something is wrong, and then she goes and gets help from her older brother at the back of the bus. Together, they use the bus radio to call for help. The bus driver was then rushed to the hospital, treated, and released. So, I don't know if this is a third grader. She looks a little older than third grade, but
Doesn't matter. Wow,
yeah,
look at
still,
them
it's
jumping
crazy.
into that life-saving action.
yeah,
Wow.
you got to be proud parents if these are your kids.
That's
for
some
sure.
quick thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Also, we want to go back now to our breaking news story at the top of this hour. Man who allegedly broke windows at Vice President J.D. Vance's home in Cincinnati is now in custody. I believe we have 2 News reporter Evan Bales live on the scene there. Evan, you're digging into this story today. What have you learned so far?
So, Kelly, Taylor, thank you. I haven't been here for too long. I'm over on the side of the road where J.D. Vance's house is. Let me turn the camera around, give you all a view of what this looks like right now. So right now, Cincinnati police, well, they initially responded to this scene, when the break-in or the quote burglary happened initially. They had responded at first along with the Secret Service, but right now, police have cleared out. Right now, it is just the Secret Service here. You can see some cars over in the driveway. Those are all filled with police. They're working to patch up the windows right now. I'm not sure if you can see, but there's a guy working on the 2 front windows in the bottom right corner of the house right now. But in terms of information, we know that the suspect has been arrested. I believe we may or may not have his mugshot. I'm not sure right now, but we do know that it was a 26-year-old male. We're not sure where he's from at this time, but we know that he allegedly he is the person who broke into J.D. Vance's home.
Okay, Evan, thanks for that live picture. What else are you hoping to learn today?
So we're looking to hopefully get the arrest report and just the police report of this incident from the Cincinnati police. Ideally, we'd like to talk to some neighbors, see how they feel. This is a fairly affluent area that I'm in right now. How does it feel for them to have this kind of thing go down right next door?
All right, Evan, thank you so much. We'll be waiting to hear from you later on today. Still ahead, much more after the break, including your answers to our React to That question. All right, welcome back. We asked you, how do you beat those winter blues, those New Year blues? And you reacted to that. John says, get outdoors while the sun is shining. Walk or sit. Your body needs the sunlight. It helps with the blues. As a matter of fact, it's a beautiful day today to be outside. Half hour does wonders. I
Absolutely.
have to agree.
Nice, very nice. Well, we also have Grace here with us to talk about what's coming up on Living Dayton. And as always, we are hungry. So tell us what we can be making for lunch today.
I'm hungry like 24/7. So we're going to have Cece from Burger Bistro at the Silos in the kitchen. She's going to be doing a turkey burger and a vegan burger. So lots of options. I'm super excited because, come on, a burger on a Monday.
Yep.
That's
Sounds
like the perfect pairing,
All right.
right? So I'm excited.
Tune in. Thanks so much for joining us for 2 News Now. I'm Kelly King along with Kayla Ferris. Come back tomorrow, same time, same place.